Next is some of our boy Brad Zawacki from the Grip Baseball Company. Subject's killing. Is this his second email this week?
Let's see
Joe?
here.
Well, I like that. You're gonna suspend the guy that send you some custom made baseball bats and shirts.
No, I think that's the first email this week because it's from last Wednesday.
No, I was hoping it would happen. Basically, to tell you the truth,
he sends. It looks like he's on every 7-day schedule. Like that's when his emails come. Yeah,
I understand why
I think
AEW runs a lot of
protocol.
I understand why AEW runs a lot of shows in Chicago. The Windy City is arguably the home of the most passionate pro wrestling fans. Is it possible that AEW would go to the well too much and book too many events in Chicago? Could they kill this town? Thanks. And that's from Brad Zawacki. Yeah, they were. Joe, try to look up how many shows in a calendar year AEW runs in Chicago. While we're doing this,
what would you guess?
I think the other day we talked about this. I think it was 4.
Oh, it's got to be more than that. In a calendar year, it's way more than that. They go there like every 2 months.
No, 4 times. 4 times. I mean, they go there 4 times.
There are multiple shows.
Yeah, right.
Like 2 or 3 days in a row.
They already. Right. They were just there, right, for Dynamite.
Right.
And then
it's
actually
like 3 shows.
In September, they were there 4 nights in a row. Or 3 nights.
That's too much.
Wait, time out.
That's too much.
Wait,
that's too much.
So they were there in September, 2 months ago for 4 shows, and 2 months later they were back for 3.
Yeah.
See if that's accurate. That's accurate.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
That's ridiculous. That's absurd.
Yeah, too quick.
Yeah.
Kill that place.
Come on, that's common sense, right?
I would have to go through and there's no Google answer. I have to count them, DI, but I think obviously we can see it's got to be 6 to 8 at least.
All right, maybe Conan.
I will say this. I think usually to kill a town, right? They have to be like really bad shows.
Right.
But there's enough major cities here and in Canada that you don't need to go there that many times. You're gonna hurt, you're gonna oversaturate the market and thus hurt your crowds.
I think the problem was all of these shows were booked previously, when Punk was on the roster, and they thought they'd be doing good numbers there.
Maybe.
Also
another thing, if you remember the last time they were in Chicago, and from what I understand, according to Joe, WWE was there first, but that they decided to do it because it's a tradition. They've been around 4 years.
Right.
Look what happened when they went up against WWE last time. Their houses went down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can skip this one if you want. DI, it's Adrian Thomas asking us to watch his match. Obviously, we're not going to do that right now, right? So
no, right.
There's 4 more emails after that. That's what I was saying.
Okay, yeah, skip it. If Adrian Thomas wants to do a watch along, is he a Patreon member?
I don't know. I don't
If he
see
wants
him
to do
on
a watch
there.
along with us, tell us. We'll watch the match with him. If he wants to come on, we'll do that. That'd be a good little segment, Conan, because we've never done that before. Watch along with the wrestler and watch this match. We've done that with
just
we did it with George. Did it with Jay George, yeah.
Jay, yeah. I wouldn't mind doing that. I want to see what Adrian Thomas.
Now, do you remember that, Joe, when we did it
with Jay George? Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel I buried him sufficiently?
I
thought you were more fair. I thought you were too fair.
I don't like when I'm fair. Yeah.
All right. Next is from Big Rig. Subject is Conan's gear. Howdy. I'd like to ask Conan about his drastic change in ring gear. In Mexico, you would wear extravagant, often gaudy gear. Once you switched to the tank top and pants, you never looked back. My question is, did you ever have the itch to go back to gear more elaborate? And how much money did you save on gear after the switch? P.S. Disco, the video of me making gym pants that mimic your gear. Wait, let me do this. Okay. P.S. Disco, the video of me making gym pants that mimic your gear has finally been surpassed by Scott Steiner gym gear. Reclaim your throne by reacting to the photo linked below. Pull the photo up, Joe. Okay. This ruined my day. Conan, what do you think about this photo?
I haven't seen it. What is that?
I like that. I like the mustache.
I can't unsee that.
I could switch it up to a mustache.
Conan, about your gear. Why did you go to turn into a MS-13 thug after being the extravagant Conan El Barbero?
So when I was in Mexico, I invested a lot of money in my gear. I actually had like a guy that made my stuff just for me. And I was very heavily influenced by all the pageantry of the 80s, whether it was Prince or Michael Jackson or whoever. And so I was heavily influenced by that. Macho Man Camacho, I used to love the went to the boxing ring. So I was heavily influenced by the 80s dress. And then when I came to WCW, I wanted to do something that would like represent the Mexicans because that's where I started my career. So I went to the homeboy gimmick. Yeah.
All right, so this is an interesting one. It's from Diego Airwave. Subject is Selina DeAra. You guys are my favorite podcast. I recently signed up for the $15 tier. I regret not doing it sooner. My question is, why do you think Selina DeAra has not gotten a serious look from AEW or WWE? Imagine her on Rush's stable as heel mouthpiece. There's a replacement for Alex Abrahantes. She can provide a more appealing presentation to Phoenix and Pentagon with her looks and promo skills. She's very interesting. So she quit wrestling for a while because she was going to school to become a therapist. Remember this?
I do.
Right.
And then she got back in. Then she showed up back in wrestling, or did she ever not? Did she ever just not quit, or she took some time off and then just got back into it?
No, she took time off, and then I guess they called her back from MLW because I spoke to her the other day.
You spoke to her the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is she not in WWE or AEW? She seems like her. She does good vignettes. She's a good actress. She got good fire.
I have a feeling because she didn't leave there under good terms the first time, and I have a feeling that somebody from over there leaked out that she was difficult to work with. You know,
at AEW or WWE or both.
At definitely WWE.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
You don't have a relationship with MLW anymore, do you, Conan? Or AAA?
Well, they don't have a relationship with me, bro. Because I called them. Remember, I tried to get MSL to come on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Never answered. I had sent a message to court. Never answered. So I guess while we're working with these guys, we can't talk to him. Really, dude?
Can't even speak to him.
I guess that's what they must be thinking. I know that must, bro. I'm telling you, I called them and neither one answered.
Maybe I'll call him myself. I want to talk to him about some boxing. He's a great boxing guy.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring him on for.
Next one's from Mark DiPaolo, and the subject is Larry Dallas burial in question. Dear peace, fellas. I think this is 2 in 1 week, and I'm already red carded, so I'm on suspension. But I have to get this off my chest. I just listened to episode 374 with Larry Dallas, fellow Paisan and fellow New Yorker. The guy who I thought was somewhat smart is a complete hack and moron. I like the guy, follow him on Twitter, and do support him. But what a sounds like in this episode. Larry is screaming at Conan and Disco that he doesn't care where he's from, where his ancestors is from, and it means nothing to him. Well, that makes a ton of sense now. Geez, what an idiot. Maybe if he did a little research on his people and where we come from, he would understand a little better. He then proceeds to spread misinformation about his roots to a potential wise guy passed on his show with 50 Cent. The guy wouldn't know a wise guy if one slapped him in the mug. On one hand, he can't say he does not care about his Italian roots, and then try to flaunt his Fugazi last name as some kind of an Italian due to an appearance on a reality show. He might as well have been on Jersey Shore. He then got schooled by Joe on Who Shot 50, which Joe was right, but just read the book Queen's Reign Supreme. Just read the book Queen's Reign Supreme. I thought Larry was smarter than this and kind of disappointed. The question after my major burial of Larry the Hack Dallas is, did Larry go to the school of Al Snow podcasting? Brutal Bob Evans. Terrible Mike sounds like sniffing and drunk laughing and rambling on the show, etc. And the guy barely knows what the going on the show he broadcasts. Just brutal, bro. Not hating, just stating. P.S. Disco, I'm sorry about any obscene remarks I made about affairs in the previous weeks. I'll be on my best behavior for you going forward. And that's Peace from the Galaxy of Queens.
Okay, I'm going to suspend this guy for the rest of the year because he's under suspension and still sent in an email.
Right.
Yeah, it's close though because he got suspended on Halloween, and now it's
Close,
November
but
28th.
no cigar.
Yeah.
You can write that down, which if we leave
No, I
it
got
to
it.
your
I was just
memory,
looking. I
won't
was looking at
happen.
his.
Even if you do write it down, you probably won't do it.
Next
I
is
was
from
just looking at
Brandon
his old
Triano.
emails. Okay.
Next one's from Brandon Triano. The subject is show me the money. What's good, fellas? It's your boy, the mayor of K100. I'm going to the AW Dynamite show with my friend on January 3rd in Newark, New Jersey. I'm ready to give a live correspondent report. The mayor is on the scene. I mentioned this because you guys speak about reaching new fans, and my fiance only watches wrestling to support my hobby, which I'm thankful for. Her short time watching has made her a fan of one wrestler from AW, which was Jade Cargill. And the entire time my girl was saying she needs to go to WWE to be with the other stars like Bianca. Now she cares less about AEW since Jade left. I know this is one person speaking, but I'm sure other women may feel the same, and I view it as a failure to make a casual interest in the product outside of one character. I mean, who is the most intriguing girl for my fiance to gravitate to? There was none. Maybe a girl being behind the devil mask would help. It honestly might be a way to connect a Britt Baker to Adam Cole as a heel couple, or Anna Jade a Jungle Boy. Who knows? Lastly, what do you guys think of the new baseball league and the money ball, which doubles the run scored? From my understanding, the hitter can call for the money ball, and it's in play until a strikeout or home run happens. Thoughts? I had not heard of this.
Sounds horrible. That's my thought.
Changing, that sounds ridiculous. First of all, this sounds atrocious for the baseball thing. Okay, it's ridiculous. But baseball's a traditional sport. It's pretty basic. So, yeah, what other girl on that show would you consider the biggest star right now? Toni Storm?
Toni Storm, Britt.
Is Britt really a big star?
They consider her their biggest female star, yeah.
Where would she rank if she was on the WWE roster? Like, if you're just ranking them on, like, their star power, from like first to like where would she rank?
Sixth
behind. Who would she be in front of or behind?
What? Charlotte, Becky,
Rhea,
yeah, and Bailey.
Bianca, Rhea, Bailey, Liv Morgan.
Asuka would go before
Asuka, Nia Jax even. Yeah, she'd be about like ranked like 10th on that. Like even Chelsea Green is more like comes across as more of a star than Britt Baker does, to be honest with you. So that's been the mailbag.
Enjoy the rest of the show. Boom.